All right, so this is Shalom Makim. This is the brother Magan back from for another day edification. First and foremost, honors to Yahweh by Yashim Yahushai. Yahweh is the truly powerful name. Who the one that calls God Jehovah, Yahweh Shai is the truly powerful name. Who the one that calls Jesus Christ. And I'm just back at it with teaching the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. And Lord willing, I'll be saved through the teachings and the workings that I've done. Hopefully, all of the elect will be sealed soon, and we get out of this hellhole. With that, I want to say shalom and hope this is very edifying. This is the book of Hebrews 11. I'm gonna just go into a quick excerpt about the power of faith. And so Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So basically, faith is deliberately something that is unforeseen. You're not supposed to be able to see it physically. It goes a lot with you with things that happens around you subliminally. That's how you know that you have faith when you see things that happens around you that is caused by the Most High. Verse 2, for by it the elders obtain a good report. So basically that's how you get measured in your faith, if you have faith. Verse 3, through faith we understand that the words were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. So that means everything was made by the word of the Lord. Can't nothing overturn that. Verse 4, by faith Abel offered unto God a more Verse 4, by faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. So that means even through faith Abel, even though he was he met an end that was despicable according to a lot of standards, even into their day and age, he was still able to show the Lord his faith by by his sacrifices and also his gifts. Verse 5, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased the Most High. So basically everybody knew that the Lord came for Enoch. Like he basically brought him to the kingdom. He never saw death. He was also known as the man with no sins. He lived for the Lord truly almost every single day. Verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So that means there's no way to the Father but through faith. You need faith, because how can you serve somebody and don't have enough will towards them, enough love towards them, enough servitude towards them. That's how you be accountable in that number, which shall be saved during the end. It said, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness, which is by faith. So basically he threw the word to the side and say, I'm gonna build this ark to save my people, even if it's only my family members. Verse 8, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went. So that means he was called out, and through faith and through the love of the Lord, he was able to still obey, regardless of what happened to him or whatnot. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as is in a strange country, dwelling in the tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. So basically, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Basically, all them three beings share the same promise of being progenitors, and also being developers of a new nation, a new nation, which is the nation of Israel, which came after Jacob. Verse 10, for he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and marker is the Most High. So basically, he looking for that perfect city, which will come through faith. Also, Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. So that means even Sarah, who was just the wife of Abraham, was able to believe in the Lord enough to conceive a child even in her 90s, which was never before seen. Even in today's day and age, a lot of women, when they get up older, they go through a stage called menopause, and that's when they're not supposed to have any more kids. Usually that happens between their mid-40s to like late 50s, and that's why a lot of people don't associate with women who basically be on these cycles, because also that shows you that this woman was able to deliver a child even in her late ages. But what I was gonna say, that's a lot of Nickel, another thing, a lot of dudes ain't supposed to be around a lot of women, because of basically they because number one, they have men and men's who and that's a clear violation of the scriptures. And number two, these women go through their cycles, and they be unclean until they eat. They be unclean, just unclean until they off it. And I believe until the even of the day that they was off it, that's when they should be clean. I forgot the breakdown of that, but it has to do with put them away until the evening, which bring in the new day. Verse 13, these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Wait, so like I missed one. This is verse 12. Therefore sprang there even of one in him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. So this is basically going into the number of Israelites out there. It's basically it. Verse 13, these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. And so this is how basically this is how people confessing that who they was. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. That's what our people been doing for the past few thousand years, looking after almost every captivity. They was looking to fortify themselves in a country where there be no issues. And truly, if they have been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is in heavenly. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be called a God, for he had prepared for them a city. And so what is this? The kingdom of heaven. That's the city that every Israelite is looking to, and looking to remain in, if you is truly trying to serve the Lord. Verse 17, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he had received the promises, offer up his only begotten son. And so, Abraham, when he offered up Isaac in the book of Genesis, the Lord put him to a test where it was like either kill your son for me. And the moment he moved the blade, he passed the test. He was willing to sacrifice his only son in order to serve the Lord, and that's the type of faith we all need. Of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That means the foundation, of the lineage of the foundation of the lineage of Jacob. That's what started it all, through his father Isaac, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure.
By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come, and basically give them the blessings that every father gives them when it comes to their inheritance, and also their placement when it comes to life. By faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worship leaning upon the top of his staff. By Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel and gave commandment concerning his bones. Basically, Joseph knew about the going off that the children of Israel was supposed to do. Verse 23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing whether to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And that's basically what Moses had to go through. He chose to be afflicted with the people of the Most High than to go around the wickedness of the heathens and enjoy their pleasures. And that shows you who he was. Verse 26. They see me the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. So that means he was serving the Father true and true. He wasn't interested in what was physically presented towards him at all. He said, nope, I'm going to serve the Lord. Verse 28, through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of the blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch them. So this when he kept the first Passover, they put the blood on the posts of the doors and whatnot, so death should not pass through them. By verse 29, by faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians are saying to do were drowned. Basically the department of the Red Sea, and what came after. By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believe not, when she had received the spies with peace. And what I more say, for the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah, of David also and Samuel and of the prophets, who through faith subdue kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the aliens. It says, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. So basically it just showed you that a lot of it just showed you that a lot of this is the conditions that our people went through. A lot of violence and a lot of alienation, which means a lot of people who departed into these strange lands, they had to basically fight off a lot of these armies. Like they had to go to war almost every single day, and it says women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. That means these women wasn't getting what they wanted out of everything. Really, yeah, they was trying to figure out how all madness that was going on around them, because they wasn't ready for the hell that came at all. They thought about, they wanted to basically redo their life again. There wasn't much else going for them beside the calamities that they were seeing almost every single day. Verse 36, and other had trial of cruel mockings and scornings, yeah, moreover abound in imprisonment. Man, so they was dealing with a lot of insurrection during this time. A lot of mockery, a lot of there's a lot of injustice in this injustice. Verse 37, they were stoned, they were sworn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskin and goatskin, being destitute, afflicted, tormented. So, basically they was ridiculed, They was treated less than almost everything else, everybody else in this world during this time, of whom the word was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. So there wasn't a resting place for these people yet, even during this time period. And these all having obtained a good report through faith received not the promise. So that means you gotta keep they then will see the promise yet, even through having good faith. God having provided some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. So you need basically you need the prophets of old to be there as a standing point to for the one so like ooh. And these all having obtained a good report through faith have received not the promise. God having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. So you need the men of the Lord, you need the prophets of old, you need those who came and made a way. You need Israel to do what Israel do. And without us, man, there's no perfection, because even through our wickedness, even through the scorning of our people, some Israelites will still be saved through and be made perfect, even as the elect shall be. With that, I want to say shalom and a bar and Kwam Yashua.